This is going to be an example of acknowledging donors for an appeal. We're going to be doing the acknowledgement for Catholic Charities of Indianapolis Christmas appeal, and this will be for donor letters that were received on the 17th of December. So to do this donor acknowledgement, you need to go into the mail function. So we will choose the mail function, and then you need to pick one of the mail templates that have already been created. And there's the CCI Thank You Christmas Appeal through Lockbox. And this is the letter. This letter signifies that it's for the letter. We'll have a separate one for the envelope, which you can see down here. So we'll go ahead and open this up. And the first thing that needs to be done here is to change the date. And what this date signifies, this is for the batch of appeal response cards that were successfully scanned by the processing service for the Lockbox. And these were all the appeal responses received on the 17th. So this is the first step in the process. We will go ahead and change that on the General tab, leave everything else the same. The other thing that's a good idea to do is check this fields to include. This has already been pre-set up, but I found on occasion these get set up in the wrong mode. So this is for the addressee. I just want to make sure that this is set up, and here's a good example. It was not set up properly, or it did not save the default. So you need to go in here and say this is from the individual and use the primary addressee. So we'll click OK. And the other one I want to check is the salutation, and the salutation should be from the individual in an informal salutation. So that was good that I checked that there. And now those are the two main things that we need to do. Just want to confirm these are all set up, but just show real quick. We are using filters that it is for the appeals, CCI Christmas 14, version 1, 2, and 3, and it's these funds. So it's going to filter, and these are the 6 different options that the processor is acknowledging for the donors based on their receipt of the appeal response card. So now we go to the Send to Mail Merge Wizard. So I'm going to click on this. And the first thing you do is click on the Next button. We are not going to save the static query, so just click Cancel. We do not want to acknowledge gifts. Repeat, do not acknowledge the gifts. In case something doesn't go right with the formatting of the letter or the batch or things of that nature, if you wait until you have the letters and the envelopes and everything looks okay and printed before acknowledging it, that is the recommendation of Razor's Edge, and as well myself after running this a few times. So I'm going to say no. And we want to perform this simple mail merge. So we click Next. And right now, the mail merge document is all set up. It's formatted correctly. But just to show you in case you would want to edit it, I'm going to go in here really quick, and you click Edit Merge Document, and this opens up Word. This is the hosted version of Word, hosted off of the Razor's Edge hosted platform, so it pops right up on your computer, but it is running off the hosted computer. So this is the letter that we're using, and these are the mail merge fields. If you ever need to modify any of these mail merge fields, do not use the mail merge function. Use the add-ins. I'm going to click here in the add-ins, and if you wanted to insert a field, use the Insert Razor's Edge field. And then after any edits that you make, you can do any other type of editing with typing in a sentence, doing some formatting changes, things of that nature. But the critical thing is after you're done to save to Razor's Edge. And if you didn't see that, I'll go in there again. It was pretty quick. I'm going to open it back up again. Add-ins, save, and return to Razor's Edge. That's what you need to press. Okay, So the next thing we do is we click next, and now we need to save this to a location. So this is for, I'm going to use a format. It's a CCI campaign, Christmas, CHR, 2014, so I'll just put 14. And the date of this is 12/17/14. And I'm going to put the letter L at the end to signify letters. This is just the convention I use. I'm saving this to my directory. Just give you a quick overview here. We can see 7560 is for Archdiocese of Indianapolis, and that's our domain, I will call it. And then this is the folder for myself, Deacon Ron. This is essentially the user ID is the name of the folder. So I'm not going to change that, but I just wanted to show you a little bit there. And we'll save this letter, and it is now saved. So now I'll click the Finish button, and this will pop open Word to view the letters. So we're looking at the letter here, and this is showing that there's 6 letters, and 6 is how many letters I should have. We can kind of scroll through here to make sure everything looks okay. It's probably a good idea every once in a while to look and see if you have any missing addresses. I've ran into that a time or two. And actually there's only 5 letters. For some reason, for this merge letter, it prints out a blank at the end of the page. But that's okay, it just spits out an extra piece of paper, and you're done. So anyway, we can just close this out. This actually saved that in that location. We'll just save this appeal. And there's a couple of ways that you can retrieve those files. One of the ways I found the most easy for me is to just open up the instance of Microsoft Outlook. And we did that by, go back again and just show this really quick. Go in main part of Razor's Edge and clicking Tools, click Microsoft Outlook, type in the username at archindy.org, and I'll put in my password. And this will open up Outlook on the hosted platform for Razor's Edge. It's essentially the same instance of Outlook. It's going back to our server at the Archdiocese. But what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to mail these letters. So in this instance, it needs to go to Sue Sandifer. And I'm going to copy myself. And I'm going to put letters for 12/17/14. Sue, letters for 12/17/14. Please let me know these are okay. Thanks. So I'm going to attach the letter. We'll just go to, and we can see here's the letter here, and I'm going to click send, and voila, there you go. Now I'm going to show you how to do the envelope. I probably should have done that first before sending an email and just send them at the same time, but we'll just go this part of the process. And I'm going to open this up for the envelopes, and we'll change it to the 17th. We'll double check that field that I mentioned before, primary addressee, that's the main thing, it's set correctly. We'll go to send a merge wizard, click next, do not acknowledge, next. We don't really need to edit the merge document. So I'll click next, and what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to do CCI CHR, and this is the letter that I just created, and we'll use that name, and I'm just going to change this to an E at the end to signify envelopes. Save this. And then we'll finish. And there should be 5 envelopes. And there is. If we look at the very bottom left hand, it says 1 of 5, and these all look good. And we're good to go. So that completes the process here. We'll just save it. We can go over here really quick, and I'll send an email to Sue again. We'll attach the envelopes. Just put envelopes 4, 12, 17, 14 letters. Sue, please confirm these letters, these envelopes look okay. Thanks. And we are all complete.